let's head over to the gym now. Today is a back and shoulder day. Yesterday was a pretty sad day because we went to go drop off Jasmine at the airport. So we won't be seeing Jasmine for the next 2 weeks, y'all. I was getting all teary-eyed because we usually don't we haven't been we haven't had a lot of vacations where we're spending a lot of time apart, and so it for sure was a difficult one for us yesterday. But I did kind of want to show you guys a little bit of what the airport looks like, because we went to San Francisco airport on the international side because Jasmine traveled to Australia for the next 2 weeks. But this is what it looks like. I'll post a few pictures here on the side so you guys can kind of take a look at that. But it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. It's a lot less complicated to get around than usual. Sometimes when we pick up my grandparents from the Oakland airport, man, it is so complicated because they don't know how to give me directions, or my parents don't know how to give me directions, and so I have to kind of maneuver around. So thankfully this time around it wasn't too bad, and it was pretty smooth sailing once we got there. We did have to do a little bit of a U-turn because, man, the parking situation is hella crazy at the airport. There's always hella turns, and so we ended up missing our exit, and so we had to do a bit of a U-turn and then go back. But it wasn't too crazy, thankfully. But Jasmine comes back on, I don't even remember the day. I have to actually look at the day specifically, but it won't be too long. The days will for sure go by pretty fast, honestly. That's usually what it's like. Okay, but let's talk about today's workout. We're going to be doing some back. I'm thinking we're going to start off with lats. That's typically what it looks like if anyone is new. I think lats is a pretty good start when it comes to your back day. So we're going to continue to do some lat work for the beginning of it, and then after that move over to some rows, and that's what it'll look like. So I'm thinking we're doing lat pull downs today because the last session we did some pull-ups, and I think some lat pull downs will be pretty good. I'm hoping that we get access to that one machine where we can put two handles at the top, because that one feels pretty nice and I get a pretty good stretch. If not, I think we have another machine in the corner of the gym that we can maybe use. That one's just a little bit on the weirder side, just because I feel like the seat isn't low enough for me, and I feel like I don't get the deepest stretch. So that's the only thing that I would change from that specific machine, is just making sure that you can get a deeper stretch. But until then, I think that should be fine. I think we can end up using it. Worst case scenario. I'm not expecting there to be too many folks today at the gym or around this time. Crossing my fingers that that's the case. That's not always the case though, because man, we be getting surprised. My grandma was telling me this morning, because we usually talk in the morning, usually when I go on my walks. And so she was telling me how busy it was at the gym, because she can really hear folks in the background. And I was telling her how it's been getting pretty packed at the gym. Not gonna lie, it's been getting pretty busy, which, I guess it's not too unfortunate, because if the more people come to the gym, the more revenue the gym's gonna have, the more machines it can get for us, and that's kind of a plus, to be honest. We ended up getting a new hack squat. Shout out to Fitness SF. We're gonna be using that new hack squat tomorrow. Is what I'm hoping for. It looks like you can get a pretty deep squat in it, so I am hella excited to use it. I think we're gonna start off with that one tomorrow. We're gonna try to get there a little bit early, just so we don't catch a lot of the crowd, but you never know. And then we're gonna move over to some shoulders today. Today shouldn't be too crazy. Shoulders is not gonna take up that much time. We're gonna do some some cable lateral raises that we typically like to do. I've been telling you guys, do not sleep on the cable lateral raises, man. The stimulus and the stretch that you get from those bad boys is just, it's just on another level. I won't even lie. So if you're not incorporating them into your routine, you are missing out on some Boulder shoulders. And then we're gonna move over to some reverse pec deck. Hopefully we can get access to that machine, because sometimes it likes to get taken just because we only have 2 pec deck machines and they're pretty popular. So hopefully we get access to the pec deck machine. If not, I'm thinking some crossbody work with the cable machine should be pretty good, and that should settle that for today's session. I'm thinking 5 sets of lats, then we move over to maybe 5 sets of rows overall, and then I'm thinking 4 sets of lateral raises and 4 sets of rear delts, and I think we'll be set. I think we'll be good to go. Anyways, that pre-workout's already kind of kicking in a little bit early. I'm not even gonna lie. I can kind of tell because sometimes my voice gets a little bit shaky because it gets me so jittery, and so I can already feel it on my voice because it feels like it's gonna crack more often than usual. But thankfully, we're not catching too much traffic on the way to the gym right now, so that might be a good sign. That might be the universe telling us that there's not gonna be that many people at the gym either. So pray for us. Cross your fingers for us. Hopefully we get lucky. Anyways, enough talking. Let's switch over now to the gym. Hopefully we get to do some lat pull downs. If not, I'm thinking maybe some pull-ups will do a trick. That should be fine. I'll see you guys there. Let's do our first set now. Everything was taken, so I'm gonna have to do it here. I'm thinking I'll just do 2. I'll do something else so that everyone will do that. That's it. Bien forzado, ¿no? How you doing? Good? It's okay. Let's do one more just like that. Let's do our second set. These versa grips actually work pretty well on this thing. Okay, that was good. I think I'm gonna pause like that a little bit, but I think we can hit this one for maybe another, maybe 3, I'm thinking. Nice. All right, let's go over to the next one. Let's do our last set. We're gonna do this bad boy assisted. Try to get maybe at least a solid, I don't know, 7 to 10 is what I'm aiming for. I get very minimal assistance, so I'm thinking, I think 35 should be pretty good. I'm end up using these again just to give me a little bit more leverage and help me out a little bit. Let's do this. Okay, I ain't gonna drop set that. Let's drop set that. Or possibly just pause set. I'm gonna take one maybe, take 15, 20 seconds. Now I'm thinking if we'll hit it for one more. Oh, by the way too, Jasmine just got in to Australia. She landed, so she's about to go take a bus. It's gonna be like 3 hours to get to where her kuya is. So she has a bit of ways to go. All right, let's hit this one for maybe 3 more. See how this feels. Okay, let's go do some cross bodies now. Let's go ahead and let's do this next one. So we're gonna sit here for a total of 2 and see how that goes. Try to go hard. Let's do, I think we can do 120. That should be pretty good. All right, we're gonna start with our left and just match it. Let's get this in my mind, all right? And I'm gonna switch the angle for you guys. That looked pretty good though. Nice. Let's switch the angle now. Let's give you guys a close-up now. All right, we're gonna save for one more. I'm gonna go drink some water. I'll be right back. I'm back. This is our last one now. I think we're gonna do the same weight. One only felt pretty good. Try to get maybe another 6. Start with my left. Four. Let's get 6 on it right now. 5. All right, let's get 6 on it right now. Okay, that's good. Let's go do some rows now. So this time around, I actually ended up getting a spray bottle that actually works, because yesterday we ended up getting one that just didn't spray. But I'm gonna sit here for, I don't know, 3, 4 sets. See how that goes. We're gonna start with the top handles, and then I'm thinking we'll do maybe 2 sets of those, and then I'm thinking 2 sets of the bottom ones. I think I'll be pretty good. All right, let's go hard. But as anticipated, it's not that busy at the gym, so I think we'll be good. Okay. Yeah, the second one we're gonna drop down a little bit. Maybe you guys get a different view now. There you go. Look what's next time. I have to go drink some water because man, that that last set really fucked us up. But I think for this one, we're gonna drop by like maybe 5 pounds. Then maybe get 1 or 2 more. That's what I'm hoping for. Right, come on. Oh man, that was good. I think I'm gonna pause it there. It's gonna be more of a pause. Okay, let's drop weight on the next one. Let's do this next one. When they're dropping just 5 pounds, so we're gonna do 165. Hopefully we can get a solid 7 to 8. That's what I'm hoping for. But if we don't, I won't be sad. Let's not be sad today. Okay, that was good. Let's switch the handles. Go bottom one down. I think I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a close-up for the next one. So this time around, we're gonna grab from the bottom handle. What I'm really trying to do is get a crazy stretch and try to keep my elbows as low as possible to hit as much of my lower back as possible. So that's what we're gonna do for the next two. I'm gonna go drink some water because I'm gonna fucking die of dehydration if I don't go do that. Let's do this bottom portion now and go hard. Hopefully by the time we're done, we either get a cable sack or we start off with tight bait just to kind of get that out of the way, because those are pretty hard to come by sometimes. So I think we might start off with some rear delts first, and then we're gonna move over to some side delts with the cable sack or the dumbbells. We'll see what we end up getting. But we're pretty much almost done, honestly. I told you guys today was gonna be a bit of a shorter day just because this one is not as taxing, so we don't have to take as much breaks, and so it's pretty good. Okay, let's do this next one. Wish me luck. Let's do it. I don't even think the focus is on me, but whatever. Okay, let's drop set this. Oh my god. 155 for a drop set of maybe 2 to 3. That's what I'm hoping for. What is it? Let's do one more just like that. I'm gonna switch the angle for you guys a little bit. But we're gonna do this one for one more. And then I'm thinking we're gonna go through reverse peg deck to get our side delts out the way, because the peg deck machine is a lot more popular than the cable sacks, and so I wanna make sure we get that done first so we don't have to wait. Alright, let's do the second one of these, and it's also our last exercise for back, so I'm pretty happy. I think we're gonna do, I don't know, man. Let's do 160, see how that feels. Ooh, before I actually set up, let me move this back. There we go. Perfect. All right. Wish me luck. One. Read it. Sorry. Yeah. There's the upset. Check out the hits. Dang. Okay. We're officially done with back. Let's go do some reverse back deck. Let's see how this goes. I decided to start off with this one first because there's a lot more cable stacks than there are these. And let's say we end up finishing our side delt work and we come over here and then we have to wait because there's not really other machines. So I'd rather get this one out the way first. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna record the first 2 sets, but I'm gonna stay here for 4, see how that feels. Wish me luck. Okay. I'm gonna take maybe 20 seconds, catch my breath a little bit, and then we'll get the same amount of reps on our right. All right, let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, I'm gonna drop set that real quick on the right side. That always happens, I'm not even gonna lie. So I think for the next 2, we're just gonna do a dual, and that should be pretty good. Just to make sure we're getting the same amount of reps for each hand. Let's drop set that a little bit. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Start this bad boy up again. Let me give you guys a different view now. So, I actually changed my mind a little bit. I was originally gonna do it both hands, but man, I really want to work on each individual one, so I think we're gonna do that instead. I need to stop being lazy and just make sure that I'm taking enough, at least enough rest time in between to just make sure that I'm matching out my right. So I honestly just need to take a bit more of a break because I feel like I'm kind of just boom, 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 just doing each one each time. And if I'm finishing my sets too early because of my stamina more than it is my muscle strength, then that's probably not a good thing. So let's take efficient rest times in between and not be lazy. Even though it's kind of the opposite, kind of funny how it works that way, huh? Okay, let's do this next one. But like I mentioned, I am just going to be recording the first 2 sets but I'm gonna save it for 4. And then we're gonna move over to some, I think some lateral raises. See how that feels. It feels a little bit weird because we never start off with this one, but it almost feels like we're about to finish the workout, but we're not. So over the left. It's the one we want to grow the most. Five. Hey. Let's get 9 hours on her right now. I was just talking about taking a break. Let's take maybe 25 to 30 seconds, and then we'll hit it for 9 on our right. All right. I think that's good. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna see you for 2 more. I'll see you guys for some lateral raises up next. Let's go ahead and let's do our last exercise. We're gonna end up doing this one here with the cable sack. It's honestly our favorite cable sack because if you guys notice, you can move this bad boy around, side to side, up and down. So you can get, all right, maybe this is not a good example because it's getting stuck, but if you notice, it just kind of moves up and down, which is really nice. So I really like this one in particular. So we're gonna use this one for the entire time. And then we'll see what we end up doing afterwards. I think that's pretty much it. So we're gonna sit here for 4. Start off with our left the entire time just because we want that one to catch up the most. Let's see how this feels. We're gonna start with 23. You have to work out extra. Okay, that's the first time that I ever hit 9 for 23, and I'm gonna be honest, I need to for sure take a fucking break, or else I won't get the same amount on my right. Right? Was it not? Yeah, it was 9. It was 9. Or I'm gonna say 8 and 3/4. This is what we really got. I'm gonna give it a buck. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I'm trying to get 12 to 15 reps. Yeah, I was doing it on here and doing about 20 reps. Almost the whole count. And then, yeah, I don't think so. Okay. We're gonna need to take a break. And it for hopefully maybe 3 more. That's what I'm hoping for. Come on.
repeated hamstrings aggravate it. So the
That's it.
aggravate, the weird thing is they're not aggravating the hamstring, they're aggravating.
I think Bashan this next one we're gonna have to drop down because man,
My glute.
that shit was tough.
But I do have
Okay.
obviously line
That should be pretty good. Let me give you guys a better angle. Also, I think it'll be way better for us. So, I ended up moving down to 20. I think that should be pretty good. That 20 fucking 23 was so hard. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. Alright. I think I'm just gonna end up recording 2 sets of these, but I'm gonna save for 4. And then I'll catch you guys for the pose out.
It is. Well, I've been doing the whole run. I mean, it is a drug. I mean, I have anxiety if I don't. I schedule my whole entire life around it. I don't do anything before I and then I start my day. Then I work my shit. I don't even wake up till 1:30 because I work overnight. Everyone in businesses is all pretty much online. Go get you some of the construction. Well, I'm like, it's my own thing. But when you're like, call myself the contractor.
I need to take 20, 30 seconds. Let's get 8 on our right now.
Yeah, Albany, even through the tunnel if you want to go through there, Arena. But you can work on your license. Are you licensed? And your crews? How many projects can you do like ADUs and
I started my company with ADUs. That was my specialty.
you need to talk. I have some stuff coming up. I have an agreement that, I explained to you my whole system and you pay me to go out to look at a project very minimal. And then, because I don't make money until my contractor gets it. And then I send, generally these people are reaching out to me, so in a nutshell, I send them however many contractors. They can also go get their own, but generally I send, 4 contractors for a bid, preliminary estimate of probable cost before
Okay.
and then get the ballpark.
I'm gonna save for 2 more. I'll see you guys for the pose on up next. Okay. We're done with today. Let's see what kind of damage we did. I don't know if you ask me, things are looking pretty crazy. Man, ever since we started changing around our back routine and really focusing on bringing our elbows in, honestly, the progress has just been skyrocketing, which has been nice. I'm pretty happy with the amount of progress we've made so far. Let's get one more front double bicep, one more lat spread, and then we'll take a look at the back. Nice. Let me see the back. There you go. Let's get a closer view for you guys. So this one? Nice. Let's get it from the back view now. Let's do this. Alright, sorry for the headache. But I want to give you guys a better view. It's way better. Alright. There we go. Let's pick this up a little bit. Nice. Okay. That's enough for today. Let's go home. I will see you guys, man, for some legs, some biceps, and some forearms tomorrow. We got a new hack saw machine, so we're going to be using that tomorrow, I think, starting off. I'm going to go crazy. I'm pretty excited. Hopefully it's as good as the old one, because sometimes changing up the old things can be a bit of a bummer, just because sometimes you don't really need to change anything, and even sometimes the old machines are just as good. But let's cross our fingers that it's good once we try it out tomorrow. But anyways, let's go home. I'm probably going to be texting Jasmine, see how she's doing, because she's taking about a 3-hour bus trip to go meet her kuya. So, oh, and I've been saying the word kuya because kuya means brother or older brother, and so she's gonna go visit her older brother, and she's about maybe 3 hours away. or he's about 3 hours away from the airport, so she's taking a bit of a bus trip out there. Okay. Anyways, remember, you know what? I don't even have to repeat it. You guys should already know what I'm about to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow.